Hi guys, it's Coco Tarot back again with another special message for you guys. I wanted to preface this by saying I am not a psychic or a medium, just someone who likes to play with the tarot. So I pulled a card today while I was meditating and reading my scriptures and just getting in tune, tapping in. And I wanted to do a reading for the artists, the creators of the world, the painters, the musicians, the sculptors, whatever sort of creative field there is. So let's get started. And I actually have a carnelian heart here, which is really good for artists. If you're someone who likes to craft or use your hands, definitely pick up some carnelian. I also recommend carnelian to anyone who has any trauma that needs to be healed. It's really good with any sort of trauma and healing from that. All right. So when you think about life, it definitely feels like a book or a novel. You go through these chapters, these different phases, and just as human beings, to give things meaning, life has its own themes. All of us have our own theme or struggle or thing that we go through in life that's personal to us. I also think about, the knowledge we gain through our life, through these chapters, to come to some sort of big realization in the end. You could be someone writing a book, you could write poetry, you could be working on a book, you could be doing a revision of a draft. But either way, I definitely sense someone who is a visionary, who sees the world completely different than other people. So let's get some tarot and see what else we can see. All right, messages for the artist. Messages for the artist. What these artists need to know. Let's get one more. You might be the creative type who juggles different projects. You might, for instance, if you paint, you might have 4 different paintings that you're working on right now. Or you might have, if you're writing a book, 3 different books you're working on or revising right now. But either way, you're someone who likes to do many creative projects. And you know that having that many projects, it comes with patience. You might be, the type who covers up their work and they're like, no, yeah, not yet. It's not ready yet. It's really important to you to convey the exact message that you wanted through your work. But you definitely work hard on your creative projects. It brings you a fulfillment. It brings you wisdom. It brings you knowledge. And it brings you abundance as well. Give me some more. Yeah. When it comes to your creative projects, you really take charge. You're probably better than your peers. You feel like what you do, you're really good at, but you might not get enough recognition for it. People also know that you're good. But you might feel like, man, when is it going to be my time? I am the star. I am, you see the vision. And maybe other people don't see it right now, but they're going to see it soon. They're going to see what you see. Yeah. You're the type of artist who take risk, You might be very eccentric. You might be the type of person who's always on 100, and people are like, oh my gosh, can you just calm down for a sec? And you're like, no, I can't calm down. Do you see, where we live? I can't calm down. Reality is crazy. How am I supposed to calm down? Yeah, you're definitely the eccentric artist, the starving artist, you know what I mean? You really take risks with your creative projects, and you touch people with them. When people see your work, they feel something. And sometimes it's even jealousy, but in a way like, wow, I want to create something like that. People may copy you a lot. You know, they probably don't give you credit, but they may copy you. So let's get some more. So you might be trying to transition into a period where you want to actually make money from your art. Maybe you've been just doing it for fun for a while, and now you're like, it's time to get published. It's time to open that gallery. It's time to put that song on the internet, or, you know, make that mixtape, make that album. You're ready to put what you've been working on out there into the world. And you might be a little nervous about it. You might be like a little bit apprehensive because it's like your baby. You know, you've worked on this for so long and hard, and you know, it's hard putting yourself out there like that. You know, not a lot of people can be vulnerable in their work like you are. But I think if you just assess where you're at right now and do the work, you will definitely be able to get your creative project where people can see it in the eyes of others, so that you can claim your throne as the star. One more. Yeah, your time is coming. You're transitioning out of the starving artist to becoming someone that could even teach people that craft. You're going to bring justice to yourself by indulging in these passions that you have. And it's really beautiful because I feel like you're the type of person who maybe haven't had it easiest, you know? But you've always been an optimist. You've always said, no, I'm going to get there. I'm going to do it. You've really controlled that negative self-talk and turned it into hope, into perseverance. I'm thinking of a song right now. It's by the band 311 called Beautiful Disaster. You just keep on rolling. And you do it with a smile. But it's okay to feel your feelings, and you know what I mean? To get into that. You know, if you want to feel sad, if you want to feel upset, that's okay. It's good to be optimistic, but sometimes you do need to feel your feelings. And then, you know what I mean? It's easier. And it might be better to put those negative feelings, that negative self-talk that you've been eliminating, to put that in your art to teach others how they can overcome it as well. You'll bring justice to others by doing this. You'll be able to teach others how you walked the path of artistry and gained your true fulfillment. Yeah, you're a visionary. You're going places. I see like celebrity status. I see people commissioning you for your work. I see people really being like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. It's almost like if you want to be a director, you're going to make the type of TV shows that people talk about for like 30 years. You know, kind of like Dawson's Creek or Friends, or even something deeper like, you know, a more drama-filled show, whatever type of theme it is. Like, you know, if you make movies, if you make videos, if you make films, people are going to watch that and be so inspired. If you're a musician, you're going to be the type of person, the type of lyricist where people are going to tattoo your lyrics on their body because it saved their life. People don't realize that artists are the backbone of society. Artists set the culture. You know, intellects are important, of course. They you know, they help the world run. The electricians, you know, the mathematicians, the scientists, but the artists, they help the world see. You're here to help the world see. You're here to set the trends. You are here to be one of the greats. I'm thinking about like Beethoven. I'm thinking about, you know, Claude Monet. You are influential. And not someone who's just spur of the moment. You will create a legacy with what you make with those beautiful hands of yours. It's amazing, guys. Let's get some more. Yeah, have patience, guys. Have patience with your project. I know sometimes it could be like, oh my gosh, I've stared at this picture for so long. You know, if you're like a photographer or something, you're like, oh my gosh, I've stared at these pictures of acorns that have taken so much. I don't even know how to edit this anymore. But just keep at it. You know, it's okay to take a break. You know, if you're a writer, you know, don't get too burnt out. You don't have to write every day. You just have to write when you feel like you want to write, you know. Don't burn yourself out, but keep going. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Yeah. Just, you got to keep going. Keep working on it. Keep working on that song. Keep painting that picture. Keep writing that book, guys. You got to keep doing it. You are meant to, you know, lead a generation. Andy Warhol, you know, like, I'm just seeing so many different influencing artists. Michael Jackson. I'm seeing people that have influenced the culture, and that is you. That is you. Yeah. Even if you're struggling with finances right now, even if, you know, you can't buy the canvas, even if you can't, you know, afford the pens, you can do this. J.K. Rowling started writing Harry Potter on a napkin. J.K. Rowling wrote about 13 or 14 different first chapters for the book before deciding on the right one. Things like this take time. But just follow your intuition and keep creating. The world needs you to create. They need your ideas. You see things in a way that nobody else sees them. There are colors in you that have never been reflected in this reality. And people need to see it. Yeah. Don't struggle with the times when it feels like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get there. You've got this. You're going to build a future for yourself and for society. You'll be able to look back on these moments when you struggled, when you felt like, you know, a block, like you couldn't get there creatively, like you weren't focused on your passions. This is all so you can build a stronger artistry, a stronger craft. You're creating your signature through your craft. You can do this. You just need to push through. It's that final stretch. You know, when you run a mile, it seems so easy until it's that last little bit, until you're almost to the finish line. Suddenly your throat's closing, your legs are weak. You're like, oh my God, it's the worst, that last bit. And then you get across the finish line, you're like, oh my gosh, I really was going to quit right before I got there. Don't quit, guys. These tower moments are necessary for growth. Yeah. have strength, guys. You're going to be the one who changes everything. And not just for the world, but for yourself. And I can't wait to hear you on my radio or see you on my TV or walk through an art gallery and see your art. And I can't wait to be inspired by you because you're special. It's like Jordan Peterson says, you know, find that one thing you love, work on it and finish it and see how good you feel. And that is your message for today, guys. And I will see you soon with another message. Toodaloo.